Hello, my dear children. Myself Sujata. Today we will learn a new chapter from your supplementary reader. Chapter 1 The Lost Child by Mulkraj Anand. Before getting into the chapter in detail, let us know more about the author. Mulkraj Anand was an Indian writer in English, notable for his depiction of the lives of the poorer castes in traditional Indian society. One of the pioneers of Anglo-Indian fiction, he, together with R.K. Narayan, Ahmad Ali, and Raja Rao, was one of the first India-based writers in English to gain an international readership. Anand is admired for his novels and short stories. He was a recipient of the civilian honor of the Padma Bhushan. The Lost Child is the story of a small child who gets lost in a fair. He had gone with his parents to the fair but loses them when he gets engrossed in looking at a roundabout swing. The story highlights the bond of love and affection that the child shares with his parents. Before losing them, he had been demanding different things like sweets, balloons, flowers, swings, etc. Once he loses them, he is picked up by a stranger. The stranger tries to quieten the child by offering him all these things that he had demanded from his parents, but the child does not want them anymore. Why then does he refuse when someone else offers them to him? Let us find out answer to this question. Okay, now let us get into the story. The story is set in the spring season. As the winter season had just ended, all the people came out of their houses. They were cheerful as the chilling cold weather had ended. People conveyed through different modes: foot, horses, bamboo carts, and bullock carts. A little child was accompanied by his parents. He ran excitedly and often banged into his father's legs. He was full of life, excitement, and laughter. "Come, child, come," called his parents as he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way. Okay, let us try to know the meanings of these words. Emerged, came out, brimming over, to be full of something. Lagged behind, was left behind. Fascinated by, attracted to, lined the way, were set up along the way. Lingering means lasting for a long time. Receding, left behind as he walked ahead. Suppress, put an end to. Cold, without any feelings or emotions. The child was unable to control his desire any longer. He said that he wanted to buy the toy. His father looked at him red-eyed, in his familiar tyrant's way. He was familiar to the reaction that they would give. He knew that they would stare him, indicating denial to buy him the toy. The child knew the emotionless way in which they would stare at him. "I want that toy," he pleaded. So the child was unable to control his desire any longer, and he said he wanted to buy the toy. But his father looked at him red-eyed in his familiar tyrant's way. Here, tyrant means a cruel or an oppressive ruler. The mother became emotional due to the cheerful mood. Lovingly, she gave her finger to the child to hold and guided him to a place. She asked him to see what was in front of him. It was a flowering mustard field. So there was a vast field full of bright yellow colored mustard flowers. They seemed like flowing streams of gold and were widespread. A group of dragonflies, black bees, and butterflies buzzed around, sucking the nectar from the flowers. The child looked at them as they flew around. When one of them sat somewhere, he tried to catch them, but the tiny creatures would fly away the next instant. The mother called out to him as they started walking down the footpath. Okay, let us see the word meanings. Pale means dull, colorless. Gaudy, extremely bright and showy. He ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while, being, however, soon left behind, attracted by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. Here, abreast means side by side and facing the same way. Teeming out, to pour or empty out. Come, child, come, his parents called from the shade of a grove where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well. He ran towards them. Here, grove means a small wood or group of trees. So the parents called him. They sat next to a well under the shady tree. The child once again ran and joined his parents. As the child entered the shady forested area, he was welcomed by a shower of flowers. He forgot his parents and started collecting the petals that had fallen. Just then he heard the cooing of doves and was excited to see them. He started chasing the birds, and in the process, the petals fell from his hand. So this shows that as a child got attracted towards the next thing, he forgot what he had been doing earlier. The parents called the child who was running and playing around a banyan tree. They lifted him and walked down a narrow, twisting lane through which they crossed the mustard fields and reached the fair. As they were about to reach the fair, the child saw huge crowds of people walking from all directions towards the fair. The dense crowd scared him, and he stepped back for a while, but the next moment he got attracted to the mind-boggling crowd of humanity. At the entrance of the fair, to one corner, a sweetmeat seller had set up a shop. He was selling various sweets like gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, and jalebi. The sweets were displayed at different heights and were covered with foils of gold and silver. The boy's mouth watered when he sighted his favorite barfi. He expressed his desire to get one in a low voice because he knew that his request would be refused by his parents. They would say that he was greedy for the barfi. As he did not expect that his demand would be fulfilled, he walked further. The next stall was that of a flower seller. He announced that he was selling garlands of gulmohar flowers. The child wanted one of those. He walked towards the basket of flowers and again announced his desire to have one in a low voice, because he knew that his demand would not be fulfilled. They would refuse to buy him the flowers, as they would say that they were cheap. Again the boy walked ahead without expecting a reply from his parents. The next thing that the child came across was a balloon seller selling balloons of different colors of the rainbow. The boy was attracted to the shiny colors of the balloons and wanted to have them all. He knew that his parents would not buy the balloons for him, as they would reason that he was too old to play with them. So the child walked further. Here, overwhelming means a very strong emotion. Then he paused at a snake charmer who was playing a flute, and the snake was twisting its neck to the music. The snake had coiled itself in a basket and had raised its head out. It bent and moved its neck gracefully like a swan. It seemed that the music of the flute was heard by the snake's invisible ears and created the effect of a waterfall on it because it swayed its neck in a similar way. The boy walked towards the snake charmer, but as his parents had warned him to remain away from the unpleasant music played by such men, he walked further. Okay, dear children, I hope you enjoyed this part of the story. The story will be continued in the next part. Okay, now try to do this activity. Meet you in the next session. Thank you.